We are at June 2021, and this is David Street, David. It's actually a main street from west to east. We're now going through the west, but I want you to see it mainly because we will go soon to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, which is not so far away from here. But we will do that not through the market. Today the market is a beautiful place to visit. First of all, not a lot of shops are opened, mainly because there are not a lot of tourists. Secondly, and that's part of it, no tourists. Think about 20,000 people who are trying to walk through that road every day. Crazy, isn't it? There now it's beautiful, colorful. You have to bargain in those shops. Usually most of the Arabic shops you have to bargain, but they have excellent souvenirs to buy. If you want to go from Jaffa Gate straight to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, you can actually walk through that Jaffa Gate all the way down to here, and then to the Christian Street, straight away until St. Helena Street, turn right, and that's the church. I want you to see something else. Are you wait over there?
How are you?
Fine. Then here we are at Jaffa Gate. I already prepared a movie about the meaning of Jaffa Gate, the importance of it. But you can see the gate, you can see the fortress that was built by King Herod, but as the first Christians, Byzantine, called it by a mistake David Citadel, and until today we are using that name. But everyone who controls Israel use it as the fortress because it's the highest place. Now, if you wanted to go straight to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre and the Western Wall as well, through that street, turn left, the Christian Street. I can show it to you here. Oops, we are here at Jaffa Gate. Then go all the way to David Street until the Christian Street, and then St. Helen straight to the church. But I cannot take you through touristic places. I wanted to see the city without tourists. Now, what we were going to do, we're going to go through the Greek Catholic Patriarch to St. George Street, to the Copt Street, and then to St. Anne Street to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Why from there?
So you know everything.
I'm trying, I hope so. Then in that matter, why from there?
Excuse me.
We are going to the church through the non-touristy place. Those two salesmen wanted me to stop and buy, mainly because I was speaking English, and they thought that I'm a tourist. I'm not going with my guiding license. Then they thought that I can buy something, and believe me, I have no money to buy even one thing. Greek Catholic Patriarch, a strange name to that street. What? Here's the Greek. We know Greek Orthodox. Yes, we know. We know Catholic. And what's happened here? In the 18th century, some of the Greek Orthodox Christians convert themselves to Catholic. Another name for their church is the Malachite Church. Then this is the main street of them, mainly because the building that you see here is owned by them, and then the center of the Greek Orthodox, Greek Catholic believers in Israel, and it's a big one, and disciples, the Greek Catholic believers are one of the biggest Christians order in Jerusalem and in Israel. we will turn right to St. George. And the most important part here that you can see is the Harley Davidson. But you can see Wasim. And I already told you about him. But if you want to tattoo yourself, this is the man. This is the man. Then let me remind you, no, you are Copts, Emma, from the Coptic church. And his telephone, right here, yes. Because there are no tourists, then I'm sure that he's traveling around the Holy Land. But when I'm taking my groups to here, usually there's a long line of people who wants to enjoy tattoos. You did another one? A new one? Because there's no one else, then he's doing it to himself. Can you show me the Jerusalem cross? This is Jerusalem cross. And if you're here, then ask Wasim for that, because this is a symbol of so many Christians who came to Israel, and then to tell their friends in Europe, in America, that they've been in the Holy Land. That's what they did. Then Wasim, thank you very much. It's so strange to see him without work. Yes. But at least look at that. Then Jerusalem cross. You can see the main cross, the big cross. The big one symbolizes Jerusalem. The smaller ones symbolize whatever you want. Earth, wind, and fire, 4 Gospels, altogether 5 stigmatas. But the idea is that Jerusalem is the center. Then let's continue. Vasini Trot. Bye-bye. A nice man and a very good artist. We are at the Christian Quarter. And you've been at the Greek Catholic area. Now we are in the Copts area. Copts are Christians from Egypt. 10% of the Egyptians are Christians, and most of them are Copts. Look how beautiful the door. And you can see the Coptic Orthodox Patriarch. Jerusalem, St. Mary Coptic Nunnery. Never been in it, but one day I will do that. Again, very narrow streets, mainly because it's sunny. Then in that weather, a little bit less sun. Look how beautiful is the house, the entrance to the house, and you can see the Jerusalem cross. Behind it, those houses actually surrounding a pool from Hezekiah time, Hezekiah pool. And in a different tour, look at the tour that takes you to Patra Viewpoint Hotel. You will see that pool. No tourist, as I promised you. Yeah, I know, there's no tourist in Israel anyhow. But even not, yeah. I mean, you saw I started the tour from the street, David Street, to show you that although it's not touristic, it's not empty. And Coptic Orthodox Patriarch, that's St. George Convent for Coptic, and it's a school for children. Few important things here. First of all, it's beautiful. And St. George is a symbol of the Christians in Israel and Palestine. If you go to the Nativity Church in Bethlehem, you will see St. George Chapel. Then if you will see on top of one of the houses St. George, you will understand then it's a Christian place. Why St. George? So many reasons. One of them is that for so many years the Muslims didn't allow Christians and Jews to use Jewish symbols. Then in that case, if you saw the movie about the mezuzah, you couldn't see it there. And you couldn't see crosses here. then in that case they use symbol different things, like St. George. The most important thing here is that sticker. God is love. They easily could write here, Jesus is love. Allah is love. But they decided to give us the idea that, that's how I see it, I don't know if it's true or not, that everyone believes in God, same God in different ways. This is usually a place that I'm stopping and asking the group to accept the idea that there are so many different Christians, orders, different religions in the world, and we must accept the other way. It's so sad for me to see Christians, Protestant, are laughing at the Catholic, and the other way around. Muslims at Jews, Jews at Muslims and Christians. Why? Guys, it's the same idea. Suk el-Abuk, which is the Copts area, soon you will see a different neighborhood belongs to a different kind of Christians. Now the shops here are not closed because no tourists. A lot of the Christians left Israel and Palestine. It's not easy to be a minority, and we have something like 2% of Christians here. Joe is a photographer, and we talked about God is love, and look what he wrote here. God is love in 3 different languages: Arabic, English, and Hebrew. Different than the market, but I like that place because it's different. מה שלומך?
טוב, תודה.
אמן שאני יבוא יראה אותך עם תארים. ביי ביי. And look how beautiful it is. Beautiful, isn't it? Surprising. And that's a beautiful thing. Don't forget to look up, down, to the right and to the left. You will see so many things. This is the Church of the Redeemer. And here it's more close. I mean, the Greek Orthodox owns that place. You can see a nunnery to the left. Amazing, isn't it? Here it is. The old monastery. And look how beautiful the wooden gates here. People used to live indoors. The main thing, the center was the place that people can pray, women can talk with each other. Outside was a little bit dangerous. Sadly, no one maintained those doors. Then might be the last video of it. Who knows? You can see that it's ancient doors. All right, let's continue. מה שלומך? טוב לראות אותך. This is a Christian street. Remember, you could use the David Street to the right from Jaffa Gate all the way to here and then to the Christian street. Before we will turn straight to the church, I want you to see the floor from 2nd, 3rd century. Now let's turn left. Look at the umbrellas. And let's turn right now at St. Helena Road. I can smell the incense of the church. In front of you is Mosque of Omar. Mosque of Omar. Omar was one of the Caliph. at the time after Muhammad, and he came to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre according to tradition, and he wanted to pray into the church. I mean, the Christian told him, you can pray, I mean, we have the same God. But he said, if I pray inside the church, they will turn the church into a mosque. Then he went outside and prayed outside the church, and this is the mosque that they built for him. Let's enter to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, the place that Jesus was crucified, buried, died, buried, resurrected, and now the Holy Tomb is empty, of course. Let's turn left now. You will be able to see the church itself. The facade is from the 12th century. About the church, I have so many videos about it, and I'm not sure that I will prepare another one today. Although I'm here, then I don't know what I'm gonna do, but you will see that the playlist. The facade is from the 12th century. That church originally is from the 4th century, but it's been destroyed so many times by the enemies of the Christians. It belongs to everyone. It's not only a Catholic church, it's not only Greek Orthodox, not only Copts, Armenian. It belongs to everyone except of the Protestant. If you like that video, it's a video of 17 minutes, then now we know that it's easy to reach the church, even though we made a detour. If you like that video, subscribe my channel. At the inscription you will find a little bit more details about it, and you will be able to find my Facebook account, Instagram account, and you can ask me whatever you want about Israel and the Holy Land. Thank you very much. See you. Bye bye.